Maybe you've wished you were taller, leaner, more compact, or more like someone else. Maybe you've looked in the mirror and felt like your body makes everything harder than it needs to be. But here's what you were never told. Your body isn't falling short. It's simply running on a different blueprint. Tens of thousands of years ago, there was no such thing as a beautiful body type. There were only bodies that survived. Every proportion, every pattern of muscle distribution, every way of storing energy was an answer to a very specific environment. Cold winds, scorching heat, scarcity, constant movement. The world changed faster than the human body could adapt, and what were once advantages are now often misunderstood as flaws. This video isn't here to teach you how to fix your body. It's here to help you understand it, because when you know what your body was originally built to do, you stop blaming it for things it was never designed to handle. Ectomorph. If you've ever been told you look like you need to eat more, it doesn't mean your body is lacking. It just means it's playing a different game. Ectomorphs have slender frames, narrow shoulders, and long limbs. They may look light, but internally they're built for sustained movement. These bodies dissipate heat efficiently. While others start overheating and slowing down, ectomorphs keep moving. No display, no noise, just endurance. Thousands of years ago, that difference meant survival or death. Hunts didn't end in minutes. They stretched on for hours under the sun. The body that could regulate heat stayed in the chase. The body that overheated dropped out. Ectomorph physiology won that race. That's why these bodies don't store much energy. They burn it, like a high-efficiency engine, minimal fuel, long range. It's why you can stay active for long periods without feeling heavy, and why gaining weight comes harder for you than for others. In the modern world, that advantage still matters. Long-distance running, cycling, swimming, anything that punishes heavy bodies. When others stop to catch their breath, you're still moving forward, not weak. Built to last. Mesomorph. Some people walk into a room and look like they just left the gym, even if they haven't touched a weight in weeks. If that's you, your body isn't lucky. It's doing exactly what it was designed to do. Mesomorphs have broad shoulders, a thick chest, and visible muscle even without effort. Inside, this body type carries a higher proportion of fast-twitch muscle fibers. They fire like springs. When a signal appears, they respond instantly. No hesitation, no conservation. Thousands of years ago, slowness wasn't forgiven. When danger appeared, or when opportunity lasted only seconds, the ones who reacted fast survived. Mesomorphs were those people. They threw the spear, charged forward, carried the load when the group needed immediate action. That's why their bodies build muscle more easily. Their hormonal systems favor growth and recovery. But every advantage comes with a cost. A body that reacts strongly to stimulus also reacts strongly to overload. Train too much, rest too little, and a mesomorph burns out faster than others. In the modern world, they shine where explosive power matters. Sprinting, gymnastics, sports where the first few seconds decide everything. A mesomorph's strength isn't just about how hard they can push. It's about knowing when to stop. Endomorph. If you feel like your body gains weight faster than others, you're not imagining it. And it's not because you lack discipline. Your body is simply doing what it's learned to do over tens of thousands of years. Endomorphs have wider frames, dense muscle mass, and a conservative metabolism. Every calorie that comes in is carefully stored, as if the next meal might never arrive. In the ancient world, that wasn't a flaw. It was survival insurance. When winters dragged on, when food was scarce, when entire tribes faced hunger. Endomorph bodies didn't collapse as quickly as others. They endured. They survived. Stored energy wasn't about appearance. It was about keeping the heart beating and the brain functioning. This body type is also built for force. A lower center of gravity creates stability. Large muscle groups handle heavy loads well. That's why endomorphs often excel at tasks that demand strength over finesse. Lifting, pushing, holding, repeating. In the modern world, where food is always available, this energy-saving system can work a little too well. Society may criticize it, but biology doesn't. From an evolutionary standpoint, this is a fortress. Not slow. A body built to withstand when things turn harsh. Compact build. Some bodies don't need to take up much space to generate weight. They're shorter, denser, and seem to stand a little firmer than the rest. If this describes you, your body isn't lacking height. It's optimized for a different task. A compact build has shorter limbs, a thicker skeleton, and dense muscle. Every movement is efficient. Less leverage is wasted. Force transfers straight into the ground. Like a compression engine, small but capable of producing immense pressure. In the past, these were the bodies trusted when things got heavy. Rough terrain, cold weather, materials that had to be carried over long distances. Shorter limbs helped retain heat and maintain balance under load. When rocks needed moving, wood needed hauling, or weight had to be dragged, the compact build didn't quit halfway. In the modern world, that advantage is still alive. You see it in weight rooms, in CrossFit, in wrestling. Environments where raw, functional strength matters more than reach. This body doesn't need long strides. It needs a stable base. The trade-off is reach and speed in open space. But when it comes to functional strength, lifting, bracing, and bearing load, the compact build doesn't just keep up. It holds the system together. You don't need height to be strong. You need solidity, tall and lanky. If you're often the tallest person in the room, your body didn't just give you a few extra centimeters. It placed you somewhere different, higher, farther, and earlier. Tall and lanky bodies have narrow frames, long limbs, and a higher center of gravity. Each step covers more ground. Each reach accesses space others don't even think about. This body isn't built for weight. It's built for reach and perspective. Thousands of years ago, height was a strategic advantage. On open plains, the one who could see farther spotted danger sooner, saw prey earlier, prepared faster. Tall and lanky individuals became natural sentinels for the group, not because they were stronger, but because they saw what was coming. Today, that advantage shows up in different arenas. Basketball, volleyball, high jump, long strides turn every run into leverage. Extended reach turns surrounding space into your territory. And even beyond sports, height creates presence. People look up, they listen, they expect. The cost of standing tall is stability. A taller body has to work harder to stay balanced and absorb impact. But when it comes to vision, range, and presence, tall and lanky bodies don't fade into the background. Not weak, positioned higher to see first. Small frame. Not every body is built to take up space. Some are built to move through it. If you're small-framed, light, and able to move faster than others in tight environments, that's not coincidence. A small frame comes with a lighter skeleton, lower body weight, and reduced energy demands. Each step lands more quietly. Each movement requires less force to start and less effort to stop. This body doesn't try to overpower. It avoids direct confrontation from the start. In the ancient world, that advantage could mean survival. Dense forests, caves, narrow passages, places where larger bodies became clumsy. Small frames moved naturally. They could climb quickly, hide effectively, and pass through spaces others simply couldn't. In hunting or escaping danger, agility mattered more than brute strength. Today, traces of that design still show up. You see it in climbing, parkour, dance, and any activity that demands precise body control. Small frames react quickly, change direction easily, and rarely waste movement. The trade-off is raw force. These bodies weren't built to carry heavy loads for long periods, but in exchange, they burn less energy and fatigue more slowly during continuous movement. Not small. Designed to go where others can't. Pear-shaped. If your lower body is naturally stronger than your upper body, your frame isn't imbalanced. It's simply placing its center of gravity where it matters most. Some bodies weren't built to charge forward. They were built to keep everything standing. Pear-shaped bodies carry wider hips with well-developed thighs and glutes. The lower half functions like a solid foundation. When you move, force transfers into the ground steadily. Less wobble, less wasted energy. Every step has an anchor. In the past, this was a clear advantage. Long-distance travel, carrying heavy loads, crossing uneven terrain. These tasks didn't require explosive speed. They demanded stable endurance. Strong glutes and thighs didn't just help you go farther. They helped keep you upright when fatigue set in. Biology supports this design too. Fat stored around the hips and thighs isn't random. It acts as a long-term energy reserve, helps regulate hormones, and protects reproductive health. That's why this body prioritizes safety over speed. In the modern world, that advantage still holds. Cycling, climbing hills, dancing, any movement that relies on rhythm, balance, and lower body endurance. The trade-off is slower fat loss. But evolution never cared about being fast-looking. Not slow. Built to stay steady all the way to the end. Apple-shaped. Some bodies are built to move forward. Others are built to hold things together. If you carry more strength in your upper body, broad shoulders, a thick chest, and a naturally strong core, your body is fulfilling a very specific role. Apple-shaped bodies concentrate mass and power around the torso. The shoulders, back, chest, and abdomen form a stable core. This isn't just about looking strong. It protects the spine, shields vital organs, and allows force to be transferred without the body folding under pressure. This is a build designed to withstand load. In survival contexts, this was the front line. Climbing, pulling, lifting, absorbing impact. When something needed to be held, braced, or pushed away, the apple-shaped body was called in. A thick core wasn't a burden. It was biological armor, keeping everything inside safe when effort peaked. Today, that advantage shows up clearly in Olympic lifting, combat sports, rowing, and physically demanding work that requires sustained upper body strength. These bodies often tolerate physical stress well and recover efficiently when trained correctly. That said, this energy-storing system wasn't designed for constant excess. When intake consistently exceeds demand, risks emerge. Not because the body is wrong, but because the environment has changed. Not heavy. Built to keep the structure standing. Hybrid build. Not every body is pushed to a clear extreme. Some exist in the middle. Not too thin, not too heavy, not too tall, not too short. If this is you, your body isn't unremarkable. It's holding a different card. The hybrid build is the form evolution favors most when conditions become unpredictable. When climates shift, when food is inconsistent, when environments force constant adjustment. Highly specialized bodies carry higher risk. Flexible ones don't. These bodies manage energy well. They build muscle when needed, lean out when movement increases, and they're rarely pushed to the limit too quickly. They don't overreact. They don't lag behind. Everything happens at a controlled pace, enough to move forward without breaking the system itself. In the modern world, this advantage shows up as fast learning and quick adaptation. You don't need extreme training programs to make progress. You're less prone to injury when trying something new. You might not be the best person in the room, but you're rarely the one left behind. The hybrid build wasn't designed to impress. It was designed to survive when everything keeps changing. Not to shine the brightest, but to still be standing at the end. When you look back at all the body types we've just explored, one thing becomes very clear. No body exists simply to look good. Every contour, every proportion, every distribution of strength is evolution's answer to a specific set of conditions. What the modern world calls a flaw is often just an advantage placed in the wrong context. Your body wasn't designed for office chairs, gym lighting, or social media feeds. It was designed for cold wind, uneven ground, long stretches of hunger, and days when there was no backup plan. And here's the important part. Your body is still trying to do that job. quietly, without complaint, without asking for recognition. It simply responds to the environment you place it in. When you understand this, the way you see yourself begins to change. Less comparison, less self-criticism, more recognition that this body is trying to protect you in the only way it knows how. There is no perfect body type, only bodies suited to different conditions. Your body is not a mistake. It's a living memory of survival.